All right, so this Knife Thoughts video is going to be an unboxing, and it's going to be actually of two packages from Tacray. So Tacray is a company that I hadn't heard of until recently. I saw some of their knives on Reddit and really liked the design. I've got my dogs out with me this morning. Beautiful morning. I saw some of their knives on Reddit, really liked the designs, and got a couple off of Amazon. So I got this T01, really cool dagger style design, and then I got their kitchen knife, folding kitchen knife, which I've been really impressed with, both of them actually. And I actually reached out because they have another model and said, hey, would you guys be interested in a review? I said, can't hurt to ask, I guess, right? Well, maybe it can, but and they said yes, and I actually got these yesterday. I often work until late so that it's dark out and I can't do these unboxing videos, and I have to wait until the next day to actually open the knives, which is always kind of a challenge. But anyway, I'm gonna open a couple of Tacray knives on this beautiful morning. My dogs are taking advantage of me being outside, playing outside here, and I actually don't know what is in each of these packages. I was interested in one of their knives. It's a Framelock, but I got two packages, so we'll see what they are. I'm gonna use the TK01, waves open very nicely, and cut this, and we'll see what is in here. So kind of a surprise here. This is not a type of packaging I have ever seen before. This is a little like hard case box. So this is a titanium pry bar, and it looks like it has drivers and spanners. So that's actually pretty cool. I saw that they had some pry bars that were interesting looking. So let's open this up and not drop it. Oh, that is a hefty pry bar. So Tacray is using these type of cards, which like Vosteed uses those cards and stuff. It's an interesting little thing. You can see it has the Amazon store. Like I said, dogs like to play a little rough sometimes, so you might hear some enthusiastic play sounds. But they sell on Amazon. You can also get them on like overseas stores like AliExpress, but I got mine from Amazon. Actually were better prices on Amazon than on AliExpress, which is not the usual case. And then here we go, there's a little rose, chrysanthemum, I don't know, some kind of flower. We are a professional EDC titanium provider, and that's what this is. This is a titanium EDC pry bar. This is the E01S. So this is a cool little pry bar, I gotta tell you. So it kind of tells you what the things are there. It shows that that's a bottle opener. You can see the little bottle etched on there. And then it says Tacray. Has a roller, so you've got a 3-inch roller, doesn't hurt. And then the pry bar itself, you can see that it is, has some bevels, nicely machined. And then there are some wrenches. I've never used a wrench like that very much, but it's something that a lot of these types of EDC tools have. Oh, there is a centimeter roller on the back also. So that's nice. And a little spot for some tritium if you want to get extra fancy and have a little radiation. Not that tritium is going to hurt you at all, but anyway, I've never really used these, but a lot of these one-piece multi-tools have them, so it'd be interesting to try it out. And then here is that bit holder. Then in here, it says that there's a T6, T8, 3.5 Phillips or flathead, and a Phillips 1 Phillips. If they're all in here, that's going to be pretty impressive. So you can pull this open, and there actually are. There's a bunch of drivers in there. Well, two, I guess. Is two a bunch? I can't get that second one out, but here is, hey, no. Smokey was trying to eat the wrapper. Oh, so come. Sorry. Here's the flathead and Phillips. And I'm going to try to get this Torx out because those will be useful for me. There we go. Actually, it wasn't too difficult. There's a magnet in there, it looks like. That's what was holding that in. So yeah, you got a T6 and a T8. That is... Oh, there's a little ball detent to hold that in. This is a nice little EDC tool. And... oh, there's a ball detent in there too. This thing is nice. Man, oh man, I am really impressed with this. I don't know how much this costs. I didn't look at the pry bars. Well, I did look at them actually, but I didn't memorize the prices and everything. You've actually got another one there too. If you, for a full size, like a 1/4 inch, is that, yeah, 1/4 inch bit driver you could put in there. So this thing is impressive. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna carry this thing and use it. I mean, it'll be nice to have, what's up guys? It'd be nice to have that bit driver for, you know, if you need to adjust a knife or anything. Pretty much all knife, you know, screws that are Torx screws are T6 or T8. So hopefully I can get these back in. There we go. And I'll tell you what, I am impressed with this thing. If you are in the market for a titanium one piece or kind of one piece multi-tool, this, I'm genuinely really impressed by this. That's pretty cool that it has those in there. You know, you're not going to lose them. Probably could travel with this too. Like I'm going on a couple little trips here coming up, and this might be something I can take with me. And you know, it's not sharp, but it'd be useful to have. So that is cool. This is the Tacray pry bar E01S. Happy with this, going straight, literally straight in my pocket. And let's open the other one up, which we can assume is the knife. And I just threw the pry bar out of my pocket, but I'll use the T01 again. This thing cuts well. It's 440C, which, you know, at this point is, you almost don't even see it very often, but I love the design of that knife. Super well done. Again, interesting packaging. So this one has like an outer sleeve. It's a Tacray frame locking knife, wide blade, blue handle. So we'll see if there's a model number on it like there is on the T01 and that pry bar. There's not on the kitchen knife. But then it comes in this interesting pouch. It's like a Velcro patch. This is a nice patch. I wish that this was a removable patch. Tacray, if you watch my video, hopefully you do, people would like having these as removable patches to put on their, you know, EDC pouches and stuff. Kind of a cool logo. So let's open it up, get to the actual knife. So again, we've got one of those cards. This is a really like soft pouch, I would say. Definitely could put your valuable knives in there. And here it is. First of all, really nice color. The person I talked with, forgetting right now their name, I should have remembered, but asked me if I wanted the blue or the like stonewash titanium, and I said the blue. And this is a beautifully anodized knife. Really nice. I want to show that. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but basically the majority of it is blue, but then like when you turn it, it's purple. Like, so if I look at it straight on, the majority of it is blue here, but I can see the edges of all the bevels and the machining is purple. But then when I turn it to the side, it's very obviously purple. So that is really nice anodizing. And so this is Knock Knives, which I have heard of Knock Knives also on like the Chinese knives subreddit on Reddit, and you know, you can get them on AliExpress. So Knock Knives and Tacray here. This is the DT-03. DT-03. And it's got some interesting kind of flare embellishment. So you can see this is the stop pin. Then these these screws, I'm not sure that they actually do anything. I think that they're just for looks. Now this one looks like it holds that backspacer in. Got a titanium pocket clip. It's a Framelock. It's very futuristic looking, I would say, with all of that machining. It's getting kind of windy out here. I hope it doesn't ruin the sound or knock my tripod over. Neither is acceptable, but definitely hope it doesn't do those. So let's open this knife up. So it uses a slot. Slots are not my favorite way of opening. I prefer a hole, like a spider hole or something like that, over a slot usually, but we'll see how it goes. Oh man, this thing is, oh, I was putting pressure on the lock bar. Still putting pressure on the lock. Ooh, middle finger flips very well. So the thing that I'm interested in about this knife is actually what makes this kitchen knife so good is is that it you can see how on this kitchen knife the edge is so far below the handle, so that's what makes it work like a kitchen knife. You can, you know, get the edge the whole way to the cutting board. But this knife does a really good job of that also, so it's really unique. Feels great in the hand. My middle and index fingers fit perfectly in this slot right here, and then, you know, the other two fingers, I get a full 4-finger grip for sure. I really do like this blade shape too. It's like a modified Warncliffe, you know, a little straight, 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 and the edge is not completely straight. There is some curve to it. Let's see how the action is. Very smooth. Not completely drop closed as you saw, but definitely drops down when you do unlock it. The edge, wow. This thing looks like it is ground very, very thinly for slicing. You won't be able to see it on my front-facing camera here, but that is really thinly ground. So really impressed by that. Let's see about blade play. So have it unlocked. No side-to-side play, super solid. And the centering is pretty much perfect. So there is that. Let me see if I can open it. Oh yeah, so I was putting pressure on the lock bar, which with any Framelock, if you put pressure on the lock bar, it's so you do have to get that outward motion. That's the thing with the slots is with a spider hole, you can kind of push upwards like this. With the slots, you have to push outward, but certainly the middle finger flick, I think, is the easiest way to open this one. But a very beautiful knife. That's the main thing, is just really nicely anodized. I'm gonna have to get used to that thumb opening, but again, that middle finger flick is really easy. I don't even understand why I'm having so much trouble. The middle finger flick, as you can see, is no problem at all, but I think I'm just putting pressure into the Framelock. So very beautiful knife from Tacray. I am going to carry and use this one and do a full review of both it and the pry bar. So huge thank you to Tacray for sending these. Like I said, this is a company that I hadn't heard of until recently. I don't think the name is really out there, and I am impressed with all of the knives that I've gotten, and all of the tools, I guess, that I've gotten from them so far. Very well made and interesting, different designs. I don't know, you know, of other knives that do. See, now I didn't have any trouble opening it when it wasn't on camera. Maybe it's that I'm holding it up so high, but I don't know of any other knives that do this so well, where the edge is so far below the handle. I mean, I'm sure there are, but just, you know, of the popular brands, nothing comes to mind. Certainly not like that. That is amazingly good for a folding kitchen knife. And honestly, this is one of the best folding dagger designs I've ever seen. So I'm really impressed by these Tacray knives. I hope they come out with more in the future. I'd love to keep working with them, doing reviews. So again, thank you to Tacray for sending these. I hope you have enjoyed these videos, or this video. If you have, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Check the description for and information on where to get these, links to Amazon, all that. Also check out my other social media. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Knife Thoughts, and my website knifethoughts.com, where I post articles on knives like this and EDC tools like the pry bar. And last but not least, as always, don't forget to go out and do good.